Hey friends, Joe Owens here with Joe Owens Outdoors. Man, thank you for stopping by today and checking out our channel. Hats off to you guys. We just broke 500 subscribers on our channel, and that's 100% because of you guys. Thank you. It means a lot. It really does. I realize there's a lot of channels out there. I realize that you have a lot of options, and we appreciate you stopping by to hopefully watch the videos on our channel, and hopefully there's something along the way that I might be able to show you or teach you to help you to be the best bass fisherman that you can be, to help you to catch more fat bass. And with that, if you don't mind today's video, I want to take you back and do a little old school, if you don't mind. Some 40 years ago, I was 18, 19, 20 years old, something like that. And I remember sitting in my living room and I was watching a Bassmaster tournament on Lake of the Ozarks. And there was an old-time bass pro that was doing really well. He was catching a lot of big bass, and he was catching them fishing shallow brush piles in and around docks. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think the gentleman's name was Basil Bacon. And anyway, the one thing that I took away from that Bassmaster tournament was there's a guy fishing a spinnerbait, the likes I've never seen before. I've never seen one in a tackle shop. I've never seen one with the other guys in my local club that we fish local club tournaments with. I'd never seen one in Bassmaster magazine, and I started thinking, okay, there's something here, and I need to figure it out. So, very long story short, over the next 2 to 3 years. Now, keep in mind, this is way before social media and the internet and everything else. This would have been, real early 1980s. And at that time, I started researching, talking to people in tackle stores. And I realized that the spinnerbait that was in my head and something that was similar to what I had seen on that Bassmaster tournament was simply not available. Companies were not making them at that time. However, over the next few years, my knowledge and my experience grew when I talked to more people, and, technology was coming around a little bit, and, just kind of like every bass fisherman, things started to evolve a little bit, and one thing led to another, and I come up with a spinnerbait that I ended up starting to put into tackle stores, and I started selling this particular spinnerbait in 1990, and to this day, I've never deviated from this spinnerbait because I've never felt any need to. Here's your pro tip of the day. I'm going to show you a spinnerbait today that if you will incorporate it into your arsenal, it will not only help you to catch more fish, it will help you to catch more fat bass. The spinnerbait I'm going to show you today, I have personally caught 2 bass over 11 pounds on this spinnerbait, and I have caught a boatload of largemouth bass on this between 4 and 7 pounds. So without further ado, let me show you the spinnerbait. We sell them in 1/2 and 3/4 ounce, or $10 a piece. So you can go to our online store at Joe Owens Custom Baits, and if you're in the market for them, you can order them. This is a specialty spinnerbait. You're not going to find this bait in another tackle store. As far as I know, we are the only person that makes this bait exactly like this, and it is a completely custom, awesome spinnerbait, and it's designed for one application, and that is to slow roll it just under the surface where the blade on the spinnerbait is waking the surface, similar to a buzz bait. It's an outstanding bait because you can reel it up with the blade churning right on the surface and then just kill it next to cover and let it fall vertically. And it's an amazing bait that will help you to catch more fat bass. So let me show you the 2 colors that we sell. And again, we sell them in 1/2 and 3/4 ounce at our online store at joeowenscustombaits.com, and they're $10 a piece. So here, this one here is a color called Hot Sauce. Now I want you to look at this. This is a 3/4 ounce head. Notice the round red eyes, completely custom skirt. This is a skirt that I designed called Hot Sauce. We match it with a 3.5 inch segmented paddle tail trailer. What I want you to really take away from this, though, look at that giant thumper blade. That is a huge blade. That is a number 7 blade, and it puts off a ton of vibration. Years ago, when I first started trying to design one of these, I couldn't figure out why when I would retrieve the bait, that the bait kept rolling to the side? Well, there was two reasons for it. I was trying to put a 5-inch auger tail worm behind it, and it had too much drag on it. But the main reason is I was trying to fish this bait with this great big thumper blade on a 3/8 ounce head. And, simple physics should tell you that's not going to work. When you retrieve the spinnerbait with this massive blade like this, there was so much water resistance that it kept turning the blade. But by fishing a 1/2 or a 3/4 ounce head and a little bit shorter trailer, I get the look and the action and the vibration I want, and the bait runs perfectly true. Got a wide gap, super sharp needlepoint hook, great big old quality thumper blade there. This is ultra flex wire, very thin, but it's very strong. Beautiful matching trailer. Again, this is it's what I call Big Daddy. That's the name of our spinnerbait here. And the color here is hot sauce. And the other one, same exact bait, but this one here is in a ghost white or a ghost shad color. But it's got the same exact blade on it, same ultra flex wire, same top quality wide gap hook. If you're fishing any body of water in and around boat docks, you're fishing where there's shallow laydowns where you just kind of slow rolling it with the rod tip up and then drop the rod and let the bait fall vertically in the cover, in and around boat docks when you see the bass busting a shad or corner them in the back of a cove. This bait was designed to be fished in cold springtime pre-spawn conditions, anywhere from like 52 to 57, 58 degrees. But I've since realized in the summer, when the bass are in and around shallow grass, it also works extremely well for that application too. So there's your pro tip of the day. If you're looking for a great spinnerbait to add to your arsenal that will help you to catch more fat bass, please check out our online store at joeowenscustombaits.com. We offer free nationwide shipping on every order. And these spinnerbaits, again, totally custom spinnerbaits. You're not going to see them anywhere else. And they're on our website at joeowenscustombaits.com for $10 a piece. God bless you and your families. Thank you again for your support. We sincerely appreciate it. And I hope you and your family have a wonderful weekend. Hey, thanks again for checking out the video today.